there everybody, it's Jamie here and a very warm welcome to you all to Travel Blog Jamie. I'm currently sailing on board Princess Cruises Caribbean Princess to the Arctic Circle of all places. And in this episode I'm going to do a walking tour of this ship from top to bottom. Yes, I'm going to get my steps up whilst you chill out at home with a cuppa, maybe some nibbles, and enjoy the journey. Let's do this. Caribbean Princess is a Grand Class ship with capacity for over 3,600 passengers. On my cruise, there were 3,140 of us. Her maiden voyage was on the 3rd of April 2004, so at the time of filming this, Caribbean Princess is 20 years young. We'll start our tour on decks 19 and 18 for the Centre Court, the Skywalker Walkway, and Skywalker's Club. Tennis, pickleball, basketball, whatever you choose to do up here, you have got great views. That covered walkway you can see here is the sparkly entrance to Skywalker's nightclub. As you can see, Skywalker's nightclub is as aft and as high up as you can get. And the Skywalker's walkway. And you're correct, yes, there is a moving walkway here. In case you thought your eyes were deceiving you, you're correct, there's a whale down there. You can take the moving walkway up to Skywalker's, but you need to walk to get back down. However, with the surround glass panels, you're going to have great views. Deck 17 for the sports deck. Here you'll be able to look down over the sanctuary. There's plenty of spaces for lounging, mini golf at Princess Links, and at the aft a water playground, splash pool and hot tub. Of note, I felt accessibility was absolutely at the forefront on board Caribbean Princess. As you can see, these multi-tiered areas offer space for lounging. It's also on these higher decks you're likely to get the best shots of the ship. Help yourself to equipment and start knocking your balls around. Go on, admit it, you've never had that much fun with these kind of views. Looking down here to the sanctuary. Just the 3 holes up here to play with. These highest decks are not continuous. We're now going to head over there to the sun deck area. And you'll notice here another chairlift. Again, plenty of tiered areas with lounges. If you're wondering where everyone is, well, we're currently sailing the Arctic Circle. It's not actually that cold out, but probably not sunbathing kind of weather. And now heading down a deck, along to the aft and then back up. This is where we'll find the splash pool area. Notice the towels laid out on loungers by the crew. You'll also find extras by any pool. The reef bar you can see here wasn't open during our cruise. In fact, there weren't many families with younger children on board, and therefore this whole area was certainly underutilised. Having said that, as you can see, this would make for an excellent spot for families. I named her Wilma, by the way, just in case you're wondering. By the way, one of the deck attendants on board told me that all pools were heated from between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. It's always worth mentioning to the crew if you feel the pool temperatures are not heated accordingly to the outdoor temperature. Believe me, I did that on day 1. And incidentally, yes, I noted a marked improvement on day 2. Deck 16 is named Sun Deck. Here you'll find the Lotus Spa, Thermal Spa, Fitness Suite, Lap Pool, Beauty Salon, Wedding Chapel, Trade Winds Bar, the large sea screen for movies under the stars, plus all the clubs for children of different ages. Not me, by the way. Both starboard and port side of the ship on this deck, you'll also find more opportunities for lounging. Here, looking down to Deck 15, which we'll explore together shortly. If you need a blanket, just ask a deck attendant. Movies under the stars take place most evenings on board, obviously weather dependent. We're now heading towards the aft and the kids clubs. Obviously, no filming allowed inside here, you know, safeguarding infringements, etc. So I'm just showing you what's available from the outside. And there are more clubs portside. And at the very aft, sports equipment for everyone to enjoy, and this water playground. I loved it. No, I really did. It's interactive and held my attention for at least 10 minutes. That's a record for me. Don't you worry, we'll be checking out Riviera Deck, Deck 14 and the terrace pool a little later. And this, an extended section of one of the kids' clubs. The fitness centre, otherwise known as gymnasium or gymnasium. It's a no from me. Looks like a fair size to me. Having said that, great views, and this is where you'll also find fitness classes. It's still a no. And out to the lap pool. No, not a pool you put on your lap, a pool in which you do laps.
For those of you struggling, it's a bell. Yes, it's just a long bell. Get over it. And now heading into the sanctuary. It's a quiet outdoor spot for you to escape to when you simply want to relax and ignore, well, everyone and everything else. You'll even have your own Serenity steward or stewardess to hand, an expert member of staff to attend to your every need. No, not that need, all the other ones. This area does come at an extra cost, and prices will fluctuate depending on the length of your cruise, the itinerary, and availability. You may well be wondering where everyone is again. Well, I repeat, we are currently sailing the Arctic Circle, so the sanctuary was not necessarily well utilised. This is Hearts and Minds and Limbs. I mean, Hearts and Minds. It's a wedding chapel. It was also used for daily worship and a number of workshops on board. Welcome to Deck 15 Lido Deck. Here you'll find a range of passenger cabins, Slice Pizzeria, the Mix Bar, Salty Dog Grill, Neptune's Reef and Pool, the not very panoramic lift, Coffee and Cones, Calypso Reef, Pool, Bar and Hot Tubs, and the World Fresh Marketplace, otherwise known as a buffet to you and me, my darlings. Oh my goodness, I nearly forgot the perfectly formed Outriggers Bar. Let's do this! Here you'll notice some of the passenger cabins on Lido Deck. Whilst located high up and forward, they are indeed very close to some of the action. It may not be Alfredo's, but Slice Pizzeria is some of the best pizza you'll have at sea. Food from Slice and the Salty Dog Grill is included in your cruise fare, so fill those boots. Coffee and cones. Hot drinks, and ice cream sundaes here are not included in your cruise fare unless you have a Princess Plus or Premier package. Soft serve ice cream here is included in your cruise fare. And you're damn right, I cannot walk by coffee and cones without purchasing an iced coffee. True story. Okay, folks, we are going into the buffet. I repeat, we're going into the buffet. Make sure you've washed those filthy little paws of yours first, though. Steamers occupies one of the aft sections of the buffet and is considered a pop-up restaurant or casual dining. The food here comes with a surcharge unless you're on the Princess Plus or Premier package. You can book this venue once you're on board, but be aware it's not open every single night of the cruise. Directly opposite, starboard side, we have the other casual dining venue, Planker's Barbecue. Like Steamers, this comes with a surcharge unless you're on the Princess Plus or Premier package. During the daytime, this seating area, much like Steamers, is used as an overflow for the buffet. Here we go, Deck 14 Riviera Deck for the terrace pool, passenger cabins and laundrette. It's also where my standard inside cabin is located. And my standard inside cabin located forward and port side. Oh my God, what is that? This is cabin R236. We're going to have a quick peep. For a full tour and review, just search Travelblog Jamie, Caribbean Princess, inside cabin. Yes, yes, we see you. You'll notice that there's no deck 13. That would be considered bad luck. Decks 12 to 8 are for passenger cabins only, so we're going to bypass those and head to prom deck. Okay, I think that means we're going to head down, take the elevators or the stairways. In fact, you'll find both forward, midship and aft. Deck 7, Promenade Deck, and a plethora of facilities, including the Princess Theatre, the Grand Casino, and indeed its bar, the Shops of Princess, Crooner's Bar, Explorer's Lounge, Wheelhouse Bar, Photo Gallery, Sabatini's Italian Restaurant, and Club Fusion. Let's do this! Oh, and it's not called Promenade Deck for no reason, is it now? No. Let's head out and see that promenade. For you joggers who go round and round and round and round. This prom deck is a wraparound prom deck, a 360. It goes all the way around, although there are a few steps to climb a little later, as I'll show you. If you want to walk the whole of the prom deck, including the front of the ship, you'll need to walk up these stairs, essentially to deck 8. But what a view from up here. Princess call this the upper prom deck. I call it the clamshell. That's right, trays in the armrest for your drinky poos, and no pooing in your drinks. And notice seats reserved for those with mobility restrictions. There are also spots reserved for those using wheelchairs. Notice a chairlift to the left-hand side. Next up, the Grand Casino, and to be aware, smoking is allowed on one half of the Grand Casino. I did find that the smoke spilled out into Crooner's Bar, part of the atrium, and also the entrance to the theatre. Sometimes it was more noticeable than others. The piazza or atrium spans 3 decks. All sorts of entertainment and explorers by day and by night. We're talking quizzes, auctions, workshops, live music, and so on. Speciality Italian dining at Sabatini's. There's a surcharge to eat here unless you're on the Princess Premier package. To see a review of this and all restaurants on board, indeed my whole experience on board this ship for the 2 weeks, just search Travel Blog Jamie Caribbean Princess 2 weeks on board. Don't worry, it won't take you 2 weeks to watch, maybe 3 hours though. You'll find photographers around the ship and even dockside. You'll be able to view and purchase your photos here at the gallery or indeed using the Princess app. A few electronic casino games for you to hemorrhage even more money. Lucky you! Like Explorer's Lounge, Club Fusion has a range of entertainment for you during the daytime and evening. Okay, we now need to double back on ourselves to access the remainder of this deck. Crooners is your piano bar. Expect a pianist and vocalist each evening. Folks, you and I are making good progress, aren't we? It's exhausting, isn't it? Anyway, welcome to Deck 6 and the lower level of the theatre, Churchill's Smoking Lounge, Specialty Steakhouse, the Crown Grill, future cruises, excursions, guest services, more shops of Princess, plus the Coral and Palm main dining rooms. There are 3 main dining rooms on board, and the food here is included in your cruise fare. The next main dining room I'll show you, the Palm, can only be accessed via the aft stairs or lifts. Like Sabatini's, the Crown Grill is a specialty restaurant and comes with a surcharge. It is well worth it in my opinion. Of course, if you're on the Princess Premier package, this will be included. The Churchill Smoking Lounge. And access to the lower level of the Princess Theatre. Okay, we're going down again. We really are getting there. Deck 5, Plaza Deck. This is where you'll find a range of passenger cabins, the Fine Arts Gallery, International Cafe, Vines Bar, Good Spirits at Sea, more shops, Internet Cafe and Library, and Islands Dining Room. One of the great things about this particular gallery is that they have some very fun auction events on board. For a surcharge, Vines Bar also serves a charcuterie board. I mean, it's not just the board, you get to eat the food on it as well, folks. Food at the International Cafe is included in your cruise fare. A view of the piazza from this angle, because angles and perspectives are everything, my darlings. Hey up, it looks like we're going down one more time. Well, Deck 4 Gara Deck, there's not much to say about this. There's a medical centre here, and where you'll take a water shuttle ashore if you are anchored off port. And finally, the area of Deck 4 where you'll take a water shuttle, also known as a tender, also known as a lifeboat. Well done everybody, we made it, and that's my tour of Caribbean Princess, over and out. Thank you for your support as we head towards 33,000 subscribers. Today's shoutouts go to my gorgeous Tiers 3, 4 and 5 patrons, and oh my goodness gracious, yes, you too could become a patron. Just search patreon.com/travelblogjamie. For your personalised video messages, just search cameo.com/travelblogjamie. It's as easy as that. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget we can follow each other on Facebook, Jamie W. Robbins, X, Threads and Instagram @travelblogjamie, and of course, right here, right now on YouTube.